There is actually a symbolic and metaphorical dhamaka which happens to him, the lead character, is the grey character. You will see that there are 2,000 people there at the end credit titles because everybody is doing some smoke, some bridge, some blast, some fire. I'm so happy Amrutha said yes to this film because she could have said no.
Yes.
I'm so happy Mrunal said yes to this film because they have the power to say yes or no. I don't have that power. I just have to go and ask. I'm a commercial director.
Hi, I'm Monica Yadav. I'm a senior journalist at Bollywood Hungama, and today we have with us one of the finest filmmakers in India, Ram Madhvani. Welcome, Ram.
Hi, I'm Ram Madhvani. I'm a junior filmmaker.
Please. First and foremost, congratulations on the Dhamaka trailer. It looks pretty interesting, intriguing, and one of the topics that everyone was discussing is how it's like chilling within the scenes. What was the idea behind it?
The idea was Kartik Aaryan.
Right.
I wanted to work with him for a while. I followed his work. I've liked the work that him as an actor, in fact, also. And when over the years that we've been wondering what to do together, one of them was a comedy film that we were meant to do, and the conversations that we've had, and then one of the conversations that he had was, what about this? And I said, yeah, well, why not? And then it was something which I realized, because the film is about a man who wants to be successful. There is nothing wrong with that. We all want to be successful. Yeah. And a man who is an ambitious man. But what are the value systems that you, like the song says at the end, kya khoya, kya paya? In trying to get ahead, what will you lose? What do you gain? And I think in all our lives, at whatever stage, junior or senior, there is a price that you have to pay and decide whether it's with your time or it's your family time, or sometimes it's also with your own usul and with your value systems. And therefore the dhamaka in this film is really not just the dhamaka that is there, which is a physical dhamaka, but there is actually a symbolic and metaphorical dhamaka which happens to him, the lead character, is the grey character. And he falls, and it's in a way a tragic kind of a story, because उसका life में जो धमाका होता है वो सच का धमाका होता है, प्यार का धमाका होता है, life का धमाका होता है. So all of these dhamakas is really what the film is about, and I was therefore more than anything else, it's a human story, and that's what I was interested in. Just like Nirja is not a hijack story, it's a mother-daughter story. It's about a family who overcomes the loss of their child, and I think over here it's about at what price success, at what price ambition.
Right. Considering how the trailer looks like, he's someone who's willing to give that one source story and that one moment to become a big anchor, right? And considering how the current climate is, because this is also a remake of a South Korean film, Terror Life,
right.
What was the particular idea behind Arjun Pathak?
Well, that character is there, and it's not about one story or anything. It's about any opportunity that comes in our life, in whichever industry that you are. I think it's very important for us to, we're not here, we're here to reach out to whatever industry that, so it's not about, it could have been the stock exchange, it could have been the film industry, and whatever those opportunities that come our way. And when that opportunity comes knocking our way, as they do in your life, in my life, and the people who are watching this in their lives, in whichever world and whichever businesses that they do, when that opportunity comes, what are you willing to pay for it? And sometimes that price is something which may come in the way of your own upbringing, or what your parents taught you, or what you were told how to behave, or even it tells you, therefore, sometimes it even comes in the way of your own personal work-life balance. So those are all the things that we are constantly juggling with and dealing with. So it's not really about, we are faced with an opportunity every day.
Right.
So what price will you pay for it?
One thing that stuck with me was how Amrutha Subhash says, we don't report.
Right.
We sell news.
Right.
Is this a social commentary on the current climate of media in country?
I'm nobody to make any social commentary. I wish I was a sociologist. But I'm just an anthropologist. I just look at human beings. So that's basically, I'm just looking at human behavior more than anything else. I'm not looking at social behavior.
Right. She's very impactful that way. It's a very solid line that completely you kind of relate to it in many, many ways.
Well, I'm happy that you did. since you come from that world.
Yeah.
But that's not really, it's like saying that there are certain things that she stands for, and there are certain things that he stands for. And that does not mean that it's a comment on either. There is a different belief system that she has, there's a different belief system that he has, there is a different belief system that you have or somebody else may have. And those belief systems, when they come in conflict with each other, is really what happens to us in our life.
Right. Why Kartik? Kartik has done so many commercial films in
Well, you have to
ways.
ask Kartik, why me?
No, please don't. No, because
He has the power. I don't have the power. That's him. He has the green lighting power. Sushmita Sen has the green lighting power. Sonam is the green lighter. I don't have any power. I'm just somebody who's here, who's thankful that the actor is agreed to do a certain kind of work.
Because after a point, like he's doing so much romance, commercial, what we call commercial, it's something where his acting is taking the spotlight.
Well, this is a commercial film.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
obviously.
this is a very commercial film. I'm a commercial director.
That's true. You shot it within very less time as well. It's
Right.
like what, 12 days?
Yes, well, but just to go back to that earlier question, it's really genuinely, I know that I've sounded flippant when I was answering it, but I didn't mean to sound flippant. It is really Kartik Aaryan, and a lot of the power of where, the choices that he makes, that's his choice. That's he has. Like I keep saying, I'm not here to force you or make you decide anything. You have to decide.
Right.
It's when you commit, it's when you decide or when you choose, and when the conversation happens in such a way that then when I see the commitment, when I see that, okay, this is the way I'm going to work, etc., and when he buys into it, that's when it's his purchase, it's not mine. Okay, so he has to agree. And genuinely, in the world that we are in, the green lighting power is invariably with the actor. No matter at what level and stage of success you are in, tomorrow, I'm so happy Amrutha said yes to this film because she could have said no.
Yes.
I'm so happy Mrunal said yes to this film because they have the power to say yes or no. I don't have that power. I just have to go and ask. I wish I had the power to say yes or no. I don't. So I just want to put that on record to say, okay, they have the power, okay? But to go to your next question, which is how many days did we shoot it in? I don't want to be part of any Guinness Book of World Records to say, oh, look, this is the guy. Don't worry, the next film I'll shoot in 1 day.
Man, it will be interesting.
No, but it's not. It doesn't matter, right? How many days you shot it in? It depends on what you made. You could have shot it over 5 years or 12 years. It doesn't matter. Eventually, what matters is what you made. And this was planned in a certain way, where it was that kind of subject. It is eventually in one room, and it is in a studio, and therefore, even in Nirja, the plane, I shot it in 12 days, whereas this happened to happen in 11 days because 1 day it rained. And but the 2 days went in a song also, and it was that kind of film. And I work in a certain way with 3, 7, 10 cameras, where I do it live in a way. I do it in a more documentary fashion, a more theatre kind of fashion, and because of that, I'm able to work faster. I don't do it in the traditional methods of filmmaking, and so as a result of which, it was that kind of film. Maybe tomorrow I will make a film, like I was saying, which would take me 100 days. It doesn't matter. That's just I think the important thing is that yes, it's a human drama story. I think 2, it is in one room. That's very important. 3, we made it in the bubble, thanks to Amrutha Madhvani, my co-producer. And 4, I'm here sitting with an OTT platform that I highly regard and respect, and with Ronnie of RSVP Films. And I'm so happy that we are there as, in a way, together on stage, reaching out.
Right. VFX of the C-Link basically looks so real.
Oh, thank you for that. I'm so happy that you said that.
Yeah, because it's so rare. Like, sometimes you just know that CGI because you just pick that usually.
I'm breathing better with that compliment. Thank you so much.
Because like how hard it is to get that perfection.
First of all, 2 things. One, there is a French photographer whose name is Henri Cartier-Bresson, who said, what is the definition of art? And he said, a millimeter here and a millimeter there. And that's what you have to do in VFX. It's literally about everything is handcrafted. Everything is it's all Karigar work. it's like what you paint on miniature art. It's all karigar, right? So you will see that there are 2,000 people there at the end credit titles because everybody is doing some smoke, some bridge, some blast, some fire. And it's all millimeter here. Oh, can you move the explosion a little to the left, little to the right? Yeah, I think, can you make that smoke a little higher? Can you? So it is literally that kind of painstaking detail work. And there are 2,000 people to thank for this.
Yeah.
They've been at it and at it and at it. And most especially, Amita, my co-producer, and my two EPs, Sia and Ria, they have been really, really instrumental in making sure that we get it to a level where we sell the reality, where it makes it believable. Because, and that's a huge compliment that you've given, and I'm going to tell them that, that you said this was nice. Thank God. Today we took a photograph outside here with the ceiling behind us.
Then I'll think about it when I travel from Sea Lake. I'll think about the scene as well, right? Because it gets stuck with you.
Right. Right.
In the trailer itself, it's cut to intense after intense scenes because he's going through a tumultuous, like, roller coaster of emotions.
Right.
It cuts, and there's music.
Right.
And it just breaks that moment. Why
Right.
why was that important to bring that music part into the trailer itself?
Again, a really valid and a great question, which is that this is not a thriller. Okay, I think first of all, of course it's a thriller, but it's like saying Nirja is a hijack film. Of course that is there. But I think more than that, it's a philosophical film, and it's a larger question about what will you lose and what will you gain. Kya khoya, kya paya. So I would like to, I come from advertising. I know how important it is to tell people what your product, even though obviously that's not what you're meant to say about your film. So I don't mean that in that way, but at the same time, I do want to tell people this is what this film is about. Don't expect it to be this, expect it to be this. I'm here to manage expectations. I'm here to tell you what to expect when you see it. I don't want to lead you up a different path. So yes, there is drama, there is a human story, there is a bit of love because yes, Mrunal is in a special appearance, it's a cameo. But at the same time, there is something over here which is larger that we are saying. And more than anything else, Monica, I'm here to make a film which is for the family audience. I would like the youth, I would like male, I would like female, I would like young, I would like old, I would like north, I would like south. And in the balancing out of what part of the trailer did you like and what part of the trailer did you like versus what did you like, I'm hoping somebody liked something. And I'm hoping somebody liked everything.
Right, because at the end of the day, any movie like this that requires a lot of attention to detail, everything looks pretty intense. I met Kartik and he's pretty happy with the way things have turned out. What are your expectations? It's going to be on OTT, it's not just going to be in India, it's going to be everywhere. So what are your expectations? Because these days, a language is not the barrier when it comes to movies,
Right, yeah.
and it's just broken that record, especially in the pandemic. And what do you think? What are your expectations?
Like ये बात बोलनी नहीं चाहिए ना, क्योंकि अगर ये it's like saying कि when you're pregnant you shouldn't speak.
For a couple of months,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So I'll just wait for a couple of months. Delivery हो जाने दो.
Yeah.
जब लोगों को baby should be healthy. When that happens is when my expectations will be. Well, I'll tell you then.
Yeah.
What my expectations were.
Right. I'll probably text you.
Exactly.
Ask you.
Ask me, did it meet your expectations?
Right.
Right now, I just want to manage the expectations of the audience.
Right. Nirja reached national awards. Aarya has reached Emmys. What about
In my
Dhamaka?
advertising, I've got Cannes.
Yes. What about Dhamaka?
No, well, the good thing is that all of the work that I've done has reached the audience. And to me, that's really important. I have family in Lucknow, in Indore, in Rajkot, and a lot of that family is, and also I have family here in Mumbai and in New York, in LA. And so I just want to reach out to a wider audience, and Netflix is allowing me to reach out to that wider audience.
True.
So I think that's really why I'm here, to try and see how I can alter your mood, alter your feeling, to make you feel like as if I've not wasted your time. And as long as I'm able to do that in a way in which you feel that you have emotionally got moved, then I think that's the expectation that I would like to have.
Right. Right after this, before I wrap up, you also have Aarya season 2 coming, which is like, this was such a celebrated project. In a way, it's reached international acclaim as well. what's something that people can expect, and how did you celebrate when the nominations came out?
I was telling everybody we had bhel puri.
Perfect.
Perfect. And then we had ice cream.
I think the best.
Best thing, exactly. I know. But basically, we went back to work. We had to cut season 2, so that's what we did, and
Yeah.
we'll go to the Emmys. We're hoping Amita yet
I
has to
hope
get a
so too.
visa, and when that happens, then we'll know. But it's okay whether we win or not. I think just getting nominated is genuinely a big thing, and just to see hello. Was that true? And so that took us some time to actually just understand that news. It's like when I read it, Namit Das, who's plays Jawahar in the show, is when he tweeted about it. That's when I read it. I just went back to work. It took us another half an hour before I realized what was that tweet. But more than anything else, I think today is really about Dhamaka. It's amazing, like I was saying, when I'm speaking about Aarya, when I'm doing, sort of work on Aarya, they talk about Dhamaka. When doing Dhamaka, they talk about Aarya. So right now it's about Dhamaka, and it's really about like life ka, sach ka, pyar ka, Dhamaka.
Oh, it's been a big year for you. I had to congratulate you in
Thank you
many
so
ways.
much. I know, that's sweet.
It's such a big thing.
It is a big thing.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
true.
question. It's a really big thing. But this is a big thing too.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
This is the big dhamaka in
This
my
is
life right now.
This is an awaited film because it happened to be like finished a while ago, and we were just waiting for the theaters to open. And
No, we
last
were
year-
not. We had
Oh?
decided that we would like to have released this on Netflix.
Okay.
And it's something which we're very happy that Netflix has said yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Lovely
Thank you so
talking
much.
to all the very best. I'm looking forward to the
Yes,
film,
and
I
I
hope
shall tell you about my expectations soon.
the first day results would come out. Like saying the same thing like you feel during a theatrical release. I say.
No, you'll know. By Monday, no matter what.
Yeah.
I knew about Aarya. By Monday, I knew. You could smell it. You could feel it in the air.
That's true.
I was in the pandemic. I was at home. I could smell it in the air. You don't need anybody else to tell you. You know. You can feel it in the atmosphere.
That's true. That's
ठीक
true.
है.
Thank you so much,
Okay,
Ram.
thank
I'm
you.
honored to talk to you today.
Arey,
and-
please don't do that.
No,
now.
please.
I'm honored to speak to a senior journalist.
What serious joke? Please. Thank you so much. It was such a fun time to talk
Thank
to you.
you.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
all the best.